What's up, Squad? My name is William Steele with the Marketing Squad. Today I'm going to talk about some news. Not much going on in the world of marketing. Well, technically, there's a lot going on in marketing today. There, always is, always will be, but not much big changes, as far as I can tell, with the major platforms or anything like that. So. I'm kind of just going to talk about some random things that some other companies published. So let's get into it. So the news. Again, the news. I'm gonna try to do the news every day. I'm gonna talk about changes and news in the marketing world, changes in platforms, different things that other companies are publishing. Just important, good stuff to know as a marketer or entrepreneur. So, Ad Age published an article yesterday titled "BuzzFeed Responds Perfectly to Facebook's Changes." BuzzFeed is incredible. I mean, they are geniuses at what they do. They're definitely a company to really study and model what they do. They've just built something incredible, and they're extremely smart and they know what they're doing. That's why they're a massive, successful company. So of course they've mastered content, and of course they've accumulated a massive audience, right? So whenever you have a massive audience, whenever you have the attention of a massive audience, you can then gear, steer, and manipulate that audience into whatever direction you want. And so they have a lot of power. You have a lot of power when you have a large audience. So you can steer them into buying stuff, basically. That's why content is so important and valuable. So last week Facebook announced a change in the news feed. So pretty much immediately, BuzzFeed said, Facebook is taking the news out of your news feed, but we've got you covered. So BuzzFeed's Facebook ad says, BuzzFeed was urging people to download their app. So interest in news is getting greater than ever before, and we want to ensure our loyal readers and the ones we haven't reached yet that these changes will not affect our ability to connect with and deliver for them, said a BuzzFeed spokeswoman. So BuzzFeed's campaign encapsulates how most publishers are reacting to the changes in Facebook described on Thursday last week. It's way down low in the totem pole in terms of the organic reach that your post is going to get. So Facebook is prioritizing posts from people's friends and family way more than you, right? The person trying to sell them something, right? So they made this change because they've gotten feedback from the community that public content posts from businesses, brands, and media. That's what Zuckerberg said in a post. So publishers are taking this as a word of warning. Many have become overly dependent. 90% of your business is dependent on one platform and one algorithm. That one platform changes their algorithm or makes a change in whatever that affects that. And now you're screwed, right? It happens all the time. There's so many companies that got massive on Instagram, and then Instagram changed their algorithm, and then like their entire business got wiped out in position, right? So it's not smart, basically. So do other shit, like don't depend on one platform. Be everywhere, be on every platform. Develop your audience, get something that's working, be everywhere, so that when there's a change, you're not screwed. Right? I'm sure that makes sense. Okay, so that's from Ad Age. DoubleClick, they published this, I think, yesterday, or last month, whatever. So Mighty Hive leads the way with audience. Basically, they're just talking about how Mighty Hive is is doing a good job testing and really advertising on audio. That is definitely getting very big, and it would definitely be a good idea to start trying that if you're not already. There's plenty of platforms you can try out for audio advertising. All right. eMarketer. Again, they published an article yesterday about Facebook's feed change, of course. So Facebook likely sent publishers into a panic last week when it announced that it was revamping the way newsfeed worked to prioritize updates, etc., etc. So again, you know what all these changes are? They're just changes that are going to eliminate the people that are doing a bad job with their business. Right? That's what it is, right? If you're panicking because Facebook made a change, that reveals a flaw in your company, in your marketing, right? That's all it does. If that makes you, nobody, do you think the big companies that are killing it are panicking because of that or because of any change? No, they're just like, okay, let's adjust to the change and do this instead. And they're not panicking because it doesn't affect their bottom line revenue that much. Right? So if you're panicking and crying over changes like this, what does that tell you? I tell it how it is. Right? I don't sugarcoat anything. Just all this stuff just reveals all these changes. I mean, all these insecurities and flaws in people's marketing. Right? So Gary Vaynerchuk, he says this all the time. He's been saying it forever. Right? He's been saying that pretty soon shit's gonna hit the fan, and all the people that suck, that are making money when they actually shouldn't, are gonna get wiped out, and it's gonna be awesome. Because the only people that'll be left standing are the companies that do a good job and work and are smart and adapt to the environment. Right? That's all it is. Right? So again, they're just talking about the same thing. They have this graph. So change in time spent using Facebook over the past year versus next year. So, okay, so the age group. So yeah, so looks like the percentages, they're dropping 10 to 15% of time spent on Facebook, basically. So the demographic on Facebook in general now is older. It really is. Younger demographics, younger audience, they're really not using Facebook that much. They go there to go to specific Facebook groups or anything, but in terms of just going there, they really don't. Go ask 10 people that are 22 years old if they go on Facebook. They'll be like, no, I don't go on Facebook anymore. Right? Instagram, Snapchat, that's where the younger people are. Especially Instagram, of course. Instagram is massive. So that was from eMarketer, and that's I think that's all I'm going to talk about right now or today. Just that Facebook's feed change, they changed it last week. So if you don't know, now you know about that. Okay, so just be aware of that. The organic reach of your business posts aren't as high anymore, and this is why community building around your company, around your company's interest or demographic, that's why this is becoming more and more and more crucial to do this, right? You'll see, if you're not Amazon, if you're not Walmart, and if you're not Target, whatever, then guess what? You need to be building a community. If you're not, you're one missing out, and you're probably going to be screwed in the future because people just aren't content being produced now. If you're not building an actual community, giving people a real reason to go back and associate, communicate, and be a part of your brand, your community, it's just going to be it's going to become increasingly more difficult for you. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'll see you guys tomorrow in another live episode. Again, my name is William Steele with the Skwad. Any comments, questions, or anything, you want me to take a look at your marketing, give you any advice, leave a comment go to the YouTube channel, post a question or something, or go to twitter.com/marketing squad, and we'll answer it on the next live show, and maybe we can have you on the show. That'd be pretty cool, and we could talk, and I can look at what you're doing and give you some advice. Okay, so that's it for today. Have a good weekend, guys.